All right, so we got 2026 June flights, 1v1 records, stats, and shot chart. Chaotic. Now, I did watch flights 1v1 yesterday, actually, and I was fairly disappointed. I'm gonna be honest. It seems like every year he just gets worse. I don't understand how that's possible because, like I said before, you play so many 1v1 games. How is it possible that you get worse? No, like, seriously, how is it possible that you get worse? But regardless, we're gonna see for a fact if my theory is correct.
What's good, YouTube? Today I'm back with another video, and today we got the annual June flight video. Believe it or not, it's been 6 years since this tradition began, so shout out to you guys for supporting every single time. Like always, I'll be breaking down June flight's game on both sides of the ball, his 1v1 record, his stats, and the anticipated shot chart. Then at the end of the video, I'll compare this June flight to the past version to see if it really got better. The stats in this video will have you rethinking life, so without further ado, let's get into it. Offensively, Fly showed glimpses of what his potential could look like. He was way more
his potential. Wait, what's his potential like? Can I get a player comp of his potential? What is he like, a Kwame Brown or Anthony Bennett, or maybe a Malik Beasley?
Confident attacking the rim and continued playing off 2 feet. This helped him develop a nice up and under and a nice spin move, which gave him an advantage over smaller opponents. Flight also loved this in and out move to the right side and had a nice floater at the rim. If that wasn't available, Flight liked doing this crossover into a reverse layup.
I do be peeping, he does this move a lot. That's a pretty nice move. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and cap and say that's not a nice move. It's just that when Flight is doing it, everything just looks ass. But I will say this is a good layup. I'm gonna give him his props here. That was a good reverse layup. I was actually shocked that he made that shit. I don't know what be going on. I don't know if they be watching, you know, the next chapter or Lamar Peters or all that. Every time I see a 1v1, either Cash or Fly are just whipping out shit I've never seen from the bag.
He did this with either hand, which is pretty impressive. There were even a couple times where Fly muscled his way to the rim, but he needs to improve his touch. Throughout the month of June, Fly missed way too many.
I didn't even peep where he learned this at. This is type Shea-like. No, this is dead-ass Shea-like. I like this move a lot.
To the rim, but he needs to improve his touch. Throughout the month of June, Fly missed way too many open layups, which is inexcusable for someone who's 6'3".
Holy shit.
He also threw up a lot of prayers and hit straight backboard.
Holy shit. Like, when you go up with something like this,
for
right?
someone who's 6'3", he also threw up a lot of prayers.
When you go with something like this, what do you expect to happen? You to make it? Fucking Plaque Boy, it's like 5'8" on a good day. You know what? It is Flight. We're talking about. Let me relax.
And his straight backboard. If Flight can just be more in control and lay the ball up softer, he will save way more energy instead of chasing the ball around. Flight also needs to get better at handling the ball. Guys like Cash were easily able to rip him, so Flight has to learn how to counter.
Look, that's never gonna happen. Yo, I don't think Flight will get a handle. I don't even think Flight will get a handle when I'm 90 years old. And let me tell you what he really needs to work on. He needs to work on his fucking conditioning. Because why after 3 basketball plays, he's tired and gassed out already? I understand you smoke the Dut Pack. I do too. That's some good gas. How is it after 3 plays, you're tired? You're tired as hell. I just don't understand. And you don't even be on offense either. You just play defense. And it's not like Cash is moving like that. Cash does not move like that. You are not moving that much to be that tired.
He doesn't have to force so many shots or be so predictable. Now, when it came to his 3-point shooting, Fly was extremely inconsistent. I mean, he could go from... when it came to his 3-point shooting, Fly was extremely...
Word? You know, this gym do look low as hell. But god damn, Flight.
Inconsistent. I mean, he could go from making back-to-back logo 3s to doing this.
My god, you amaze me every day. Every day you amaze me. How the fuck are you shooting that at the wing and you're hitting side of the...
He could go from making back-to-back...
You're hitting side of the backboard? You're hitting side of the backboard? Again, where do you aim at? Because clearly you're not aiming at this rim. The rim's right here. Why the hell is your shot all the way over here? Where the fuck are you aiming at? The rim is right here where my finger is. Right here. And look where you're shooting this bitch. Who's your shooting coach? Yo, whoever's your shooting coach, yo, take him to jail for scamming. Take him to jail for scamming. Cause he ain't teach
Fly
you
was
shit.
looking like Lakers Russell Westbrook
teach
out
you
there,
shit.
but it all came down to his shooting mechanics. There were many times where Fly didn't follow through and came back to the Cobra looking form that Cash was talking about. His shots barely had any
Cash. Yo, Cash has no audacity to talk about shooting form because his shooting form stutters. So he has no room to talk about Fly. I ain't gonna lie.
rotation, resulting in a bunch of airballs. Out of the 8 games this June, Fly shot 3 or more airballs 4 separate times.
X-D1 Hooper shot 5 airballs? Oh, these are the airball. Oh, I'm stupid. 7, 8, 9, 11, 14, and bro, I can't do math. 18. Wait, no, 19. You shot 19 airballs in 8? In 8 1v1, you shot 19 airballs, nigga? Remember doing the math wrong again. All right, 5, 10, 11, 12, 15.
That averages to nearly 3 per game, which is crazy. You cannot win
You
games with
average
these types
3
of
airballs a game. 3.
which is why nearly 3 per game, which is crazy. You cannot win games with these types of percentages, which is why Fly needs to develop a mid-range. Instead of trying to look like Kobe,
A mid-range? Fly needs to establish a mid-range? We do not want to see that, brother. We do not want to see that. How do I tell you?
out there, Fly should work on actually getting an elbow jumper. That way he can build himself up to the 3 and be more efficient. Lastly, Fly needs to learn how to close out games. Out of every June he's played in, this was the month where he had the most winnable games. Instead, Fly tried to go for the highlight and shoot half-court threes. It's a big reason why his 3-point percentage was really bad this month, so hopefully Fly can improve his basketball IQ.
No.
He just needs to be more.
It's because why is he shooting it from fucking Yucatan?
Was really
That's
bad
his
this
issue.
month.
He's not even shooting it. He's pushing like he's 5 years old. That's one. 2, he knows he's ass himself, so why is he shooting it from?
So hopefully,
like,
Fly can
do you
improve
expect
his
this to go
basketball
in?
IQ.
Like,
he
genuinely.
just needs to be more composed and make better reads. There's no shot clock in any of these 1v1s, so there's no reason to rush anything. That's where his stamina comes in,
Jeff?
which has always been Fly's biggest issue. According to Fly, the gym he mostly played in this June had no AC, so that might explain why he crashed out this bad.
And I'd crash out if Jeremiah made that bullshit too. What the hell?
Maybe it's time to get rid of that dub pack for a month so we can get Fly to stop taking 30-second timeouts. Fly just ran out of energy way too early in some games, so hopefully he can keep working on this. Now let's talk about Fly's defense. Throughout this month, Fly did a decent job contesting shots. Let's talk about Fly's defense. Throughout this month, Fly did a decent job
I guess a chase down block, I guess.
contesting shots. He had his fair share of blocks and kept his hands up when he had the stamina. It's a big reason why he was able to win against Itzpika, but that's about it.
Bro, anybody's able to win against her. No disrespect. Bro, come on. We're acting like that's a huge feat. Anybody could beat her. My left nut could beat her. My thigh could beat her. My blind grandmother could beat her. Like, come on, no disrespect.
It's
you know,
a
I
big
fuck with her and
reason
shit. I fuck with her and shit. She could probably hoop here and there, but come on.
He was able to win against Itzpika, but that's about it. Time and time again, Fly continues to struggle with his lateral defense. Although he has the height advantage, smaller guards easily blew by him off the dribble. We saw Plaqueboy Max do this way too many times, and it could easily be avoided if Fly stay low on his feet.
Alright, look, okay, I understand that. Look, okay, I'm gonna give Fly some grace here because Plaque could actually hoop. So him losing this, I could see that. Like, I'm not putting my money on him on Cowshy for him to beat Max in a 1v1. So
also got
I'm not gonna get, you know, but Cash, on the other hand, you played him for 10 years and you still can't beat this nigga? You played him for 10 years and you still don't know how to beat him. Like, not one time. Like, not one time. There's no way you go 10 years without beating your mans one time.
Now, with all that being said,
he doesn't
let's
even
talk
improve
about
either.
June Fly's 1v1 record and stats from this year. In June of 2026, Fly played a total of 8 1v1 games, and I'm going to count all of them. This includes the 1v1 against Jeff, since that game was played for June.
Look, who the fuck is Jeff? No disrespect, I just don't know who Jeff is. Who's Jeff? Is he the D1 hooper? Who's Jeff?
By the way, I also counted the game against Drade, who's the quote-unquote JUCO legend homie.
Who the hell is that?
By the way, I also counted the game against Drade, who's the
Nigga just took somebody from McDonald's and asked you on a 1v1. Are you kidding me? This is a JUCO legend?
quote-unquote JUCO legend homie, despite only playing to 7. With that in mind, Fly had a record of 2-6, with his losses coming against Janky Rondo, Jeremiah from Love Island, Blackboy Max, Jeff, who was the quote-unquote ex-D1 hooper, and Cash Nasty 2 separate times. His worst game stat-wise was easily against Jeff. In that game, Fly shot a disgraceful 15% from the field,
5 for 33? 0 for 18. Dude, you are a threat to basketball. You are a threat to that rim.
and 0% from 3, as he shot 5 of 33 from the field and 0 of 18 from 3. To go
I know I didn't just...
from 3, as he shot 5 of 33
Brother, okay, this is a good move, right? My nigga.
from the field
Peep this. I'm gonna slow it down. I'm gonna slow it down, right?
and no 8.
Dude, you're not even trying to aim at the rim. I'd understand if you like airballed it short. Airballing it this hard and then not even hitting at least the middle, you're hitting right here on the side? I just don't understand.
Go even further in this game, he also
You hit the backboard 8 times and you airballed 5 times. Holy shit, you are a terrorist. You're a terrorist.
hit straight backboard 8 different times and had 5 airballs. Maybe Fly should have kept this one in the vault. Anyways, Fly did times and had 5 airballs. Maybe Fly should have kept this one in the vault.
Good move. Terrible finish. Terrible finish.
Anyways, Fly did win
Horrible.
2 games, beating Itzpika and Drade. His best game stat-wise was against Itzpika on June 9th of 2026. In that game, Fly shot 29% from the field and 8% from 3. Not a good sign if this is your best game in a win. Now, if you want to see the rest of the stats from the other games,
Bro,
it is on the
that is not a JUCO legend homie. Now I'm not gonna say he didn't go to JUCO, but a legend? What did he average? Fucking 0 points a game, nigga? Was he the water boy?
screen right now, and feel free to pause the video if you want to see it. Anyways, to conclude this section of the video, feel free to pause
11 for 43 against Janky. Okay, he shot 14% from the 3. Okay, 4 for 28. My God. 9% against Jeremiah. 2 for 23. 1 for 12 against Pika. 1 for 18 against Plaque. 1 for 7 against your fucking JUCO legend homie who averaged 0 points and gave out water to his teammates. 0 for 18 from the 0 for 18, 5 for 33, 2 for 15, 6 for 31.
The video if you want to see it. Anyways, to conclude this section of the video, Fly had a June record of 2-6, and when you combine this with his all-time record, Fly is now 27 and
134. 27 and 134. Yo, my 2K record wasn't even that bad. At least I hit triple digits. My man had like 600 losses in one of the 2Ks, but it wasn't this bad. 27 and 134.
34. Compared to last year, Fly was 24 and 128, but I went ahead and added the extra win against Dabo, the one from July last year. But there's still a lot more work for that record to be possible.
Dabo can't even fucking run.
Now let's talk about June Fly's 1v1 stats from this year. In the 8 games that I researched, Fly attempted a total of 269 shots from the field and made 59 of them, which results in a 22 total field goal percentage. From 3, Fly attempted 122 shots but only made 11 of them, which results in a 9 3-point field goal percentage. Now let's take a look at June Fly's shot chart from 2020.
Holy shit. Look at this fucking shot chart. Let me move myself a little bit to so you get to a little bit of this corner too. Yo, this shot chart is just a disgrace. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at all these fucking X's. You would have thought it was a fucking map for war or something. Look at all the... all right, first off, why are you shooting all the way out here? Why the hell are you shooting all the way out here? You should not have the audacity to shoot all the way out here. Are you crazy? Look at all these X's by the rim.
This took me a lot of time to put together, so let's dive into it. As you see, Fly was mostly efficient in this left block and even some of the right block. I know there is some
Yeah, efficient. Look at on fucking X's, dude.
red X's as well, but here's where Flight had his best finishes. However, he turned into playoff Julius Randle when it came to his three.
No, he turned into a threat on top of the key. He ain't turned Julius Randle has and never played this ass. He turned to a fucking threat.
You can see how many deep shots Flight attempted, but he barely made any of them. And last but not least, Flight still struggled with his corner shots. This used to be one of Flight's best spots at
Every
one
time
point,
he
but
shoots the
hasn't been
ball,
able
that's
to
like Saddam Hussein throwing a grenade. Are you kidding me?
capitalize these past 2 Junes. Hopefully Flight can develop that mid-range shot one day so he can finally improve his shooting percentage. Now with that being said, let's compare this June Flight to 2025 first. As you see,
How are you worse in a year? I mean, I guess no, because he attempted less field goals last year than this year. And so he was playing smart last year and decided to go fucking Ed and play dumber this year.
field goal percentage went down by 9% and his 3-point percentage went down by 11%. Flight did shoot 157 more shots this year, but there was still a huge decrease in the numbers. Now in comparison to the other years, this stands.
My God, 16%. Holy shit, dude. So your best year was 2025. Wait, so you had progression, right? You improved last year, and then this year you decide to shit the bed? How does that even make sense?
June.
How do you
2021 does have
So you're telling me you only had a 1 year prime?
a worse field goal percentage, but the 9% from 3 this year really killed him. If Flight only shot a bit better, he could have been up there with 2022 and 2020. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case, and 2025 remains as the most efficient June. And that pretty much concludes this video. Now
Which
we know
one's his most efficient one?
5 remains as the most efficient. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case, and 2025 remains as the most efficient June. And that pretty much concludes this video. Now we know how 2026 June Flight performed in comparison to previous years. His touch around the rim got better, but his threes cost him a bunch of winnable games. Flight finished this June averaging 9 points per game while shooting 22% from the field and 9% from 3. But what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on June Flight this year? What overall will you give him? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I hope everyone...
My thoughts on June Flight this year, I think he's a terror to society and he needs to get some help, like some serious help. And I'm not talking about for content wise. I'm like, no, because I actually feel bad because he's giving his money to these trainers for them to just fucking laugh in his face and he's still ass. No, I don't want to see, no, because I genuinely want to see this thing get better, but it's like, these niggas are just trolling him. Like, there's no way, bro. There's no way. I'm about to cry. I'm not gonna lie. There's just no way he's getting better. There's no way he's not getting better every year.
That's a great day. Peace.
How do you downgrade?